We live in an age of unprecedented abundance, where every physical need is met with the push of a button, yet a deep spiritual void remains. The more comfortable our lives become, the more we seem to struggle with a sense of purpose, feeling trapped in a cycle of digital numbness. Every modern advancement is designed to remove friction, making life easier, softer, and more predictable than any other time in our long human history. We have successfully outsourced our struggles to technology, believing that the elimination of discomfort is the ultimate path to a happy and fulfilled life. But here lies the great paradox of the modern world. As the difficulty of living disappears, our inherent capacity for resilience seems to vanish with it. Morgan Housel suggests that comfort is a slow-acting poison, quietly eroding the very traits that allowed our ancestors to survive and eventually thrive through adversity. He observes that when we no longer face external challenges, we lose the internal strength required to navigate the inevitable complexities of being a human. The lack of struggle doesn't create peace. It creates a fragile state of mind that shatters at the first sign of any minor or unexpected inconvenience. We have built a world that protects us from the elements, but leaves us completely vulnerable to the storms that brew within our own minds. If you never test your limits, you will never know your true strength. Convenience is not a gift. It is a cage for your potential. To find ourselves again, we must understand why our biology craves the very ease that is currently destroying our ability to grow and truly evolve. Your brain is a relic of a much harsher time, meticulously designed by evolution not for your happiness, but for your absolute and total survival. For thousands of years, every ounce of energy was precious. To survive meant finding the shortest path to food and the safest place to rest. In the wild, laziness was actually a brilliant survival strategy. Saving calories was the difference between living another day or dying of starvation in winter. Our bodies are programmed for homeostasis, a biological drive to maintain a constant state of equilibrium and avoid any unnecessary or stressful physical exertion. Today, that same survival instinct tells us to stay on the couch, even though the environment around us has changed from scarcity to overwhelming abundance. The problem is that our ancient hardware is running modern software, and the signals for safety have become dangerously decoupled from our actual survival needs. We mistake the comfort of a heated room and a full belly for success, while our spirit withers away from a lack of meaningful challenge. Our ancestors found satisfaction in the mastery of their environment because every success was hard-won and required the full engagement of their physical being. The feeling of safety we chase today is often a false signal, a mirage that leads us into a desert of apathy and physical decline. We are like wild animals kept in cages of our own making, well-fed and protected but losing the very essence of what makes us alive. When the brain is not used to solve difficult problems, its neural pathways begin to atrophy, making us less creative and more prone to anxiety. We have optimized for a world without pain, forgetting that pain was once the primary teacher that guided our species toward wisdom and strength. Every time we choose the easy path, we reinforce the primitive idea that we are in a state of emergency, hoarding energy for a hunt. But that hunt never comes. Instead, the energy we save turns inward, manifesting as stress, depression, and a crushing sense of profound existential boredom. To break this cycle, we must intentionally reintroduce the very things our biology tells us to avoid: difficulty, uncertainty, and the weight of resistance. Enter the Stoics, the ancient philosophers who understood that true freedom is not found in avoiding hardship, but in mastering our response to it. They lived in a world where death and disaster were always near, yet they developed a mental fortitude that modern man can barely even imagine. Seneca once remarked that there is no person more unhappy than the one who has never experienced adversity, for they have no self-knowledge. The Stoics practiced what they called voluntary hardship, the intentional act of choosing discomfort to ensure that luxury would never become their master. They would occasionally live like the poor, eating only the simplest food, just to prove to themselves that they could survive and remain happy. This wasn't masochism. It was a form of mental vaccination. By exposing themselves to small doses of pain, they became immune to the fear of it. When you choose to do something difficult, you are telling your brain that you are the one in control, not your primitive survival instincts. The calluses on our hands and the discipline in our minds are the only true assets we possess in an unpredictable and often chaotic universe. Stoicism teaches us that the mind is a muscle. If you don't stress it, it becomes weak. If you challenge it, it becomes an impenetrable fortress. Happiness is not the absence of problems, but the confidence that you can handle whatever problems life decides to throw in your particular direction. To be truly free, you must be able to walk away from comfort without looking back, knowing that your value comes from within, not without. Every act of self-discipline is a victory over the part of you that wants to settle for mediocrity and stay hidden in the dark shadows. The Stoic path is one of active engagement with the world, using every obstacle as fuel for the fire of your own personal growth and development. By choosing the hard path today, you ensure that you will be ready for the challenges of tomorrow, standing tall while others fall and crumble. It is time to stop running from discomfort and start embracing it as the essential companion on your journey to becoming a much better version. Modern science now confirms what the Stoics knew, a concept called hormesis. This is the biological process where small doses of stress trigger growth. Too much stress can kill us, but too little stress causes our systems to fail. The magic happens in the middle, in the zone of challenge. Think of your muscles. They literally only grow when you tear them. Growth is a response to damage that is then repaired by a resilient system. When we expose ourselves to the cold or heat, our bodies activate ancient longevity genes that stay dormant in a perfectly temperature-controlled modern environment. The same principle applies to our brains. Cognitive decline is accelerated by a life of mental ease, while learning difficult things keeps the mind young. Nassim Taleb calls this being anti-fragile. Some things don't just withstand shocks. They actually get better and stronger because of those very same shocks. Life is inherently anti-fragile. By protecting yourself from every possible discomfort, you are effectively turning off your body's natural ability to improve and adapt. Biologically, we are designed to be challenged. Our immune systems, our metabolisms, and our spirits all require a certain level of friction to function. When you remove the friction, the machine begins to break. The modern epidemic of metabolic disease and mental health struggles is a symptom of ease. The fire doesn't destroy the steel. It tempers it. Without the heat and the hammer, it would just be a useless and brittle piece of iron. We must reclaim our biological heritage. We must learn to see stress not as an enemy to be avoided, but as a necessary signal for growth. Every time you push through a difficult moment, you are signaling to your cells that they need to upgrade, to become faster, stronger, and more resilient. Wisdom is the hormetic response to intellectual struggle. Strength is the hormetic response to physical struggle. Character is the hormetic response to moral struggle. If you want to reach the heights of human potential, you cannot fear the wind. You must learn to use its resistance to lift you higher. The price of a great life is the willingness to endure the discomfort required to build it. There are no shortcuts to true and lasting excellence. We must learn to redefine pain. In the modern world, we treat every discomfort as an emergency. But pain is often just a sign of progress. It is about shifting your mindset from avoiding pain to choosing the right kind of pain. There is the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, while the pain of regret weighs tons. One leads to a life of pride, the other to a life of sorrow. Discomfort is the currency you pay for a life you can be proud of. Every morning, you have a choice. Which pain will you choose today? The view from the top is only meaningful because of the struggle it took to get there. Ease makes the destination feel empty, and completely hollow. As Morgan Housel notes, the most important things in life are often the ones that are the hardest to achieve and the most difficult to sustain. Stop looking for the easy way out. The easy way is a trap that leads to a dead end. The hard way is the only way forward. Time is passing regardless of whether you choose to grow or stay comfortable. You might as well spend that time building something truly great and lasting. When you have a purpose, pain becomes a tool. It becomes the fire that burns away the unnecessary parts of you, leaving only the essential and strong. Train your mind to seek out the resistance. If a task feels difficult, that is a sign that it is exactly what you need to be doing. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation is a fair weather friend. Discipline is the partner that stays with you through the cold and the dark nights. The version of you that exists in your comfort zone is a shadow of what you could actually be if you were willing to embrace the light. True comfort isn't a soft bed. It's a quiet mind that knows it has done the hard work and faced the day with courage and integrity. When you no longer fear discomfort, you are truly dangerous to your own limitations. You become a force that can move through any obstacle in life. The paradox of annihilation is that by trying to save yourself from pain, you end up destroying yourself. By embracing it, you find your true life. The choice is yours, and you make it every single day with every single action you take. Will you choose comfort, or will you choose greatness? Remember, everything you want is on the other side of the things you don't want to do. Step out of your comfort zone and into your life. If you are ready to stop being comfortable and start being remarkable, join us on this journey. Subscribe and begin your transformation today for a better future. Don't let the ease of today steal the strength of your tomorrow. Stay hungry, stay driven, and always choose the path of most resistance.